Hello and welcome to another video from the greatest trout on YouTube, and it is episode 38 of my FIFA 15 Burnley career mode. We have an away double header in this episode against West Brom and then against Chelsea. If we can win both of these games, obviously we will have a very good chance of getting into the top four. So let's look at the lineup for this first game against West Brom. We're starting with Jutskovic and Guidetti up front, just simply because Guidetti links the play up very nicely a lot of the time, and just he can score goals. Jutskovic, I mean, he's not the best player in the world, but he can score goals as well. I might bring Ings off the bench. Interestingly, I put Sordell on the right because I don't know, he just has that pace. I thought I'd try him in a winger position because I just have so many strikers at the moment that I kind of need to utilise them before they start getting mad. Jones is in the midfield with Noble, and then Ake has come in for Shackle, and that's about it really. But I think that's a pretty good side to go in with, and obviously West Brom last season, we scored that last minute equaliser with Ashley Barnes. Hopefully this time we can actually score a late goal, but hopefully it's a winner this time. So let's get into it. Well guys, it is away at the Hawthorns, and sadly it's raining, which I really don't like on FIFA games, because the rain's just a real pain in the arse. As you can see, West Brom 2 points above us. If we win this, of course, we will jump them, and probably quite a few other teams. There's a lot of teams for some reason are on a goal difference of 1, but this won't be an easy game at all. West Brom do us. They're kind of one of my bogey teams, I guess. I don't always do that well against West Brom, because they kind of take you by surprise, a lot like Sunderland in that respect. But my main intention is to just win this game, so let's get into it. And it's flicked over to Gamboa now. We've got to be careful here. He's got a bit of pace seemingly, and just over the bar from Adea, I think it was, and he split the defenders quite nicely, and we have to watch out for that right hand side. It's where all the problems are coming at the moment. Oh, someone's fell over. That's not good for us. And oh my god. What have I done? I don't know what I was doing there. I just played it across. I don't know how to describe that, because that was just so stupid. And for some reason Boy didn't get to the second one. He just kind of stood there and fell over. Oh dear. He spotted the runner Sordell. I actually just saw him making a run. Sordell was a chance. What a fantastic ball. I saw him making the run. He was in an offside position, but he just also came onside. Almost went in. Don't keep going, but we are still going, and now it's into Jutskovic, who does very well to turn away. Jutskovic hits the post. Should have been an equaliser there, really. We tried to just squeeze it in, and it didn't quite want to fit. That sounded slightly wrong, but anyway. And Reed bombing forward here, and he's found Jutskovic, who cuts inside. Good save again. Well, it's half time, guys, and I honestly have to say I should not be losing this game whatsoever. As it says there, they've had one shot on target, which was just a mistake from my defence. Well, from me, really. But we have been dominant in possession, and we've had more clear-cut chances. We've hit the post a few times. I think the goal will come. It's just a bit frustrating that we're losing this game, to be fair. Noble whips it into the box. Jutskovic, and it's all over the place. And I pressed the chip button. I don't know why. I wasn't expecting it to come to me there. And if Ake hadn't have if Ake hadn't have chipped it, it was going in. That's really frustrating. Reed, we've got to be careful here. Headed away just about off the line, and they've hit the bar. Oh, inspirational clearance by whoever that was. I think it might have been, I'm not sure who it was actually. It was whoever 23 is. Got rid of it, and now we've got a chance to break here with Guidetti. And Guidetti now, and he's put it into the. Okay, guys, we're making substitutions. We need to just get back in the game because we should not be losing this whatsoever. So please, I'll take a draw now, to be honest. Oh, it's hit! And it's off the bar again, and somehow he's put it over the bar. And it's twice they've hit the bar now. We're starting to get a bit lucky. There's not really much we could have done about it hitting the bar, to be fair, though. That might be a good ball into Ings. Look how many West Brom players there are back now. Penalty, yes, he's given it. Maybe it was against their own good to have so many players in the box. It's another penalty. Would you believe it? Ridiculous. We've had so many penalties in these last couple of games. And once again, it could be last-minute heartbreak at the Hawthorns. I'm not so sure about that penalty, to be fair. He does get the ball with his knee, and Boyd makes a bit of a meal of it. But it is a chance here. It's John Guidetti who's not going to take it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to give it to Noble, because no, I'm not. I'm going to give it to whoever's got the best penalty taking, which is Noble. But he did miss his last penalty, to be fair. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. There we go. This is the longest penalty in history. What? I didn't press anything. What? You've got to be kidding me, EA. Come on, man. And EA is just really getting on my nerves at the moment. We get a BS penalty given against us in the Sunderland game, and a stupid sending off, and then we have a penalty with 5 minutes to go against West Brom, and for some reason it just takes it without me even pressing anything. I'm guessing it's because I took too long, but apparently it seems to be really impatient. Okay guys, scratch that, because we've actually got a Capital One Cup game here for some bizarre, well, not some bizarre reason, but just because we actually got through against Sheffield United, and it's Ipswich again. We always seem to get them in the cup for some reason. I don't know if it's because I live in Norwich or something that, yeah, I don't know, it's weird. But anyway, this is the lineup we're going with. Ashley Barnes starts again. I think it's just going to kind of be our thing now with Barnes. Just put him up front in Capital One Cup games and hope he does the best. And the same with the central midfielders, Howison and Hewitt. Sordell will start on the wing again. Kitely also coming in with Ings up front. I've swapped around Ward and me just because, I don't know. Well, I do know, because me just didn't seem to be working out a right back for whatever reason, so I thought I'd flip the positions around. This does of course mean that I'll have 3 games in this episode instead of 2 now, so the Chelsea game will still be in this episode, so it might be quite a long one as well, so let's get into this one. Oh well guys, I was just completely zoned out there and forgot that the game was starting. Turf Moor, we still haven't won at Turf Moor this season, so that doesn't bode well for this game. Especially considering how EA have been treating us recently, so I fully suspect an Ipswich win in this game, but I'll try my best. Well, one back there, and Ashley Barnes opens up a chance for himself. And Ashley Barnes really does have that finishing prowess. Not a bad effort. Oh, it's a good chance. Oh, please, EA. How many more penalties do you want to... Well, at least it's only a yellow, but how many more penalties does this game want to give? And now it's another delayed reaction to a penalty. I think I've broken my game somehow here. I haven't even got a replay here, and I did not press anything. But it's now McGoldrick. It's the 3rd penalty we've conceded in this damn cup. It's McGoldrick. And he's gone the other way. I didn't even get to see if that was a penalty or not, really. It looked like it might have been, but I don't think you can really control penalties on this game. It just does whatever the hell it likes with them. And we are now 1-0 down for the 2nd game in a row in this episode. Well, I don't know what to say, really. The 2nd game in this episode where we shouldn't be 1-0 down at half-time whatsoever, and bizarre penalty. And once again, we're on the verge of going out of the Capital One Cup, but hopefully we can pull it back like we did last time. Oh, it's opened up somehow. And it's been put wide. Ward. Ings. Barnes now on the turn. And this is good play. Ashley Barnes, good save. Rebound, saved again. Unbelievable. I just don't... So unfair. Okay, guys, we're bringing the big guns on. We're bringing Jutskovic, Noble, and Boyd all on here to try and make a difference. Actually come to Noble, who hits it. Good save. And he just punched out in the right area. Who couldn't get there, and it's full time. And we are out of the Capital One Cup, and I just don't think this episode can really get any worse as it stands. It's ridiculous. We deserve to definitely at least not go out and lose, but at least I don't really care about the Capital One Cup, so I don't really mind, but it's still quite frustrating that we've lost to Ipswich of all teams. Let's move on to the Chelsea game. So guys, it's the Chelsea game next up, and this is a lineup we're going with. Relatively usual lineup, Guidetti and Jutskovic up front because they are my two best strikers by a mile. Marnie is getting a chance in central midfield because I really don't know who to partner Noble with at the moment at all. Ake back in the side as well because him and Reid have worked well together. I think both defenders have worked, all the defenders have worked well together. We haven't actually had that many problems defensively in these last two games. We've just had two dodgy moments, whether it was a penalty or a stupid mistake from me. But it's just, I wouldn't really say it's our finishing either. It's just EA. Let's just put it down to that. But anyway, well guys, this is quite an important game. Well, every game is important to be fair, but it's just we're starting to fall away now because we've lost two games, we've drawn two games, we haven't had a win in a while, as you can see from the table there. If we win this game, we'll kind of be back up towards where we need to be for the next couple of games, but if we lose this, then there's trouble of being kind of sucked into that relegation battle quickly. So obviously it's going to be difficult to win here, but I've beaten Chelsea before away from home. It's one of my many attributes really, I think. But I think there's a possibility to win this. Considering the teams that I've beaten away from home before, it's just who knows what EA's planning for me in this game, as it looks like they've actually got Cavani up front. It's come to Willian. Oh, for some reason there was an advantage played there. Good tackle. We're having to defend strongly here. And it's hit the post and gone in, and we're 1-0 down for the third game in a pissing row. And it's Nemanja Matic. They've been playing it around our box for so long, and he's just found an inch of space and scored. Fantastic. Well won by Arfield. He's now played it inside to Jutskovic, and that's Guidetti. Real chance! Somehow misses. And they're getting each other's way for the second one. That's just typical, isn't it? Now finds Arfield, who cuts inside well. And Marnie with a chance! And that is what we've been looking for. Clinical finishing. Dean Marnie, back in the side after God knows how long, has got the equaliser at Stamford Bridge. What a superb finish that is. I almost spat saliva out there when I was saying that. But brilliant little play from Arfield, and that is so clinical. Beautiful finish. Oh, Kitely has done well there, and he's played it into John Guidetti, who's pulled away from the defender. Guidetti! It's 2-1! And this is just ridiculous. We've come from one down, and in the game, it's a game out of the three. This is a game we should not be winning, and it's a game that we're winning. We've had barely any chances, but it's just clinical. The finish is clinical. Get in there. Well guys, as you can see from the possession stats, Chelsea have dominated us. They've had maybe not more shots on target, but they've controlled the game more, yet they're losing. And compared to the other two games where I was completely dominating and losing, it's just kind of typical really. Hopefully we can hold this lead. Who knows what's going to happen in the second half, to be fair. I can't predict it. Backheeled into Arfield. Takes his time to cross it in, but does. Oh, Jutskovic! Great save from Courtois. Good ball into Ben Mee. Good ball over, and Kitely, he's onside, and he's made it 3-1. And Kitely, the man who's been not so great this season, has got his goal. And who would have thought it? It's 3-1 at Stamford Bridge. And Stamford Bridge is even more silent than it usually is. Fantastic. They're just rolling over like dominoes. And there's nothing Courtois could have done there. Oh, that's dodgy from Marnie. It's come to Fabregas, who scored a brilliant goal to get Chelsea back into the game. It's a lifeline for them. And it's Fabregas the substitute. And now they've got a chance to counter here, and we have to be careful. Matic. It's not a bad ball in. And it's headed! Jesus Christ. Hoofed forward. And it's full time. And we have beaten Chelsea. The boozering around Stamford Bridge, as they like to do. But can you believe it? How on earth do you go from losing to Ipswich and West Brom to beating Chelsea with 3 goals? It doesn't make sense, but I'll take it any day of the week. So guys, as you can see from the table now, I've had 2 wins, 2 draws and 2 losses, so it's really inconsistent at the moment, but we're about mid-table. Again, we're only 3 points off the top 4, so we're still in the hunt, I guess. I guess everyone's still in the hunt, but it's not been a bad start to the season, really. In the next episode, we will have 2 games, I think. I don't think there's going to be any cup games appearing from nowhere, so we will be facing Leicester at home, which is going to be fun, because we don't seem to do well against Leicester. And then we're away to Manchester United in a game that we won last season. So guys, thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.